I'm May from Shafttech. For this video, let's dive into the world of industrial belts. We welcome back Donald, the manager of Fenner Asia Pacific, to talk about belts and their applications with us.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me again.
So as we all know, Fenner is known for their industrial belts. What can you tell us about their quality and performance?
Sure. Yeah, so Fenner, as you know, synonymous with great quality and continuous improvement. So all of our belts conform to ISO 18113, as well as various other codes, one of them also being the ISO 4184, and this is specifically focused on the length of the belts. Our belts are made with a precision process, which allows you to have sets that are equal length and accurately measured out lengths. This is pretty good because you don't have to then go for specific batches. You can actually just take belts from different batches, install them, and you'll be able to run without any problems. So it's fit and forget, effectively. That's one of the great advantages of using our Fenner belts, and that goes for the Wedge and our various other solution belts.
Perfect. So I've also heard about the Fenner full wrap on their belts. Could you maybe elaborate a little bit more?
Sure thing. Yeah, so all of our belts, both the classical V belts and our Wedge belts, they all come with a full wrap construction. And one of the advantages of that is we have, from the processing perspective, the manufacturing perspective, control from the wrap manufacturing, the tensile cords, as well as the rubber compounds and the vulcanizing process. So what the full wrap does is it really enhances the overall performance of the belt, because you have a uniform wrapping that covers the complete belt, and this helps to protect it against friction as well as any abrasion that you might face in your application.
Right, so that's really cool. We do have some customers in the steel industry, and their machines are used in rather harsh conditions. So how can we prolong the lifespan of these belts in such conditions?
That's a very interesting question. As we know, the performance is always being pushed. Our customers are looking for longer lifetime, higher production values. So one of the things we see is the performance enhancement of the process of producing the belts, and we've upgraded over the years. One of the new products that we're launching is a cog raw edge, or CRE plus EPDM. So the base material is EPDM, and this means an increase in temperature, the operating temperature, from minus 40 degrees up to 130 degrees Celsius. And this is a great advantage specifically for steel, because there's a lot of heat in those industries and their applications. And of course, with that improvement in the base material and the tensile cords, we also get an increase in the power that you can transmit. So effectively, we're looking at between 25 and 26%, and this means you get an increased service life.
So at Shafttech, one of the things that we always try to do is to help our customers extend the lifespan of their components and ensuring long-term cost savings.
Yeah, so what can we do to help you with that? I think it's important that we go back to basics a lot of the time and see the selection, understand the processes that the customer is following when they're doing the maintenance. Because ultimately, with good practices, you can already increase the service life. So that's an education process. Likewise, a lot of our customers we see are still using classical V-belts, and just a simple change of design to a wedge belt can really increase the service life dramatically. And of course, we can go into the even higher power belts like our Power Plus K, which has extremely strong tensile cords, and this is equivalent to some of our competitors in the marketplace, specifically the RP3.
So what kind of cords do we use in the Power Plus K?
So we call it aramid cords, and that is the high tensile cords that you use during the construction process. This means the belt can handle much higher tensions, and therefore you can transmit more power.
I see. So one other common belt that we see in the market is the QP4. Do you encounter that in your visits?
Absolutely, yeah. There's chemical industries, there are a lot of that particular series of belt. And we do have an equivalent to that, which I think is a much better performing belt, and is our Fenner CRE Plus EPDM. And again, as I mentioned earlier, is the temperature range as well as the capability to transmit torque and power. That's a real game changer for us.
So let's talk a little bit about this. It's, if I'm not wrong, the Powertwist from Fenner. Yeah. In what scenario do you use Powertwist belts?
Cool. So this is an interesting one for us because it's a real solution. It's a linked construction. So basically, if you're facing challenges with the supply, maybe you don't have a belt available, the traditional sense, the rubber belt, and you really need to get the application working quickly, you would take a length of this belt because it comes in, say, 1 meter, or 5 meter, or 10 meter lengths, and you then join it to the required length that you need. So effectively reducing your downtime and getting your production running much faster. It is a temporary solution. We recommend that you then place the order for the original belts that you need. When they come, stop the application, reinstall the rubber belts. There's various reasons for that. I won't go into too much detail, but this is a solution for those downtime and reducing the downtime.
Yeah, and that's really important, actually.
Yeah, we've spoken about a few industries like steel. Specifically, when we go down into the application, one of the interesting areas is heating and ventilation, so HVAC, as it's commonly known. So that's where we see a lot of the cockerel edge being used because of its capability to bend around small diameter pulleys, as well as run at higher speeds and dissipate heat more easily. In the heating and ventilation, that's where they also like these solution belts. So you could imagine suddenly the HVAC unit goes down, there's no stock of your belts, there's going to be problems. So that's where a Powertwist comes into its own. And then likewise, if you're using the EPDM, CRE plus EPDM, you're getting a longer service life. Which means better efficiencies, less maintenance, less man hours spent dealing with installing belts. So those are a couple of areas to consider, is the total cost of ownership. And that's what we like to bring with the solutions of our belts.
So that's really helpful, Donald. Thank you for your time. We hope you have gained valuable knowledge on industry belts. Again, do drop us an email or call us if you have any questions. So this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoy it. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.